Hey guys, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So, shot this video a couple times now. Hopefully this is the final one. Hopefully this works. Trying to do it so that I don't have to splice it or edit it too much. Anyways, 2 weeks ago, I brought to you some videos where the alliance over here, NEF, definitely one of the greatest alliances in Evony, possibly even the history of Evony. Unfortunately, they're on Continent 1 now. They came from Continent 2, so they do have a little catching up to do, but they're still holding their own. More than that, I think they've almost made the finals in Chalons, which is no small feat for a Continent 2 alliance on Continent 1. Anyways, 2 weeks ago, they attacked this guy over here, HHK, who is now known as Flagrant HHK, and I can only assume that is some sort of mockery towards NEF, or NEF is mocking him. I'm not sure who came up with the name Flagrant first, but there's lots of guys in NEF who have the name Flagrant in their names. So besides the point, they almost zeroed this 10 billion keep and brought him down to 3.7 billion. This guy has since sold his account to someone in BVS, and he's now an alt. But I guess the main point of the purchase and the main reason why NEF was trying to zero him was to get his historic city, some of his other purple Japs who are now all in the hands of other people in BVS. Well, anyways, NEF attacked for about an hour and a half straight without any retaliation. The only retaliation was some scouts, and some of these alts over here were on fire, but nothing serious. Nothing actually happened. NEF has sat unbubbled. No one has done anything to them. No one's dared do anything to them. Basically for 2 years, because the old server on 136, no one did anything. No one did anything here. Fast forward to last night, and I guess that attack on HHK did not sit very well with. I heard actually one of the main things that happened in BVS over the past little while was they had an addition of some members from 136, and one of the key guys was this guy Moon Man. So apparently he is one of the driving forces over there. He's one of their key server strategists, I guess, one of the commanders in Battlefield. And he devised a plan, apparently, where they would have some sort of retaliation. And I actually have been given some images of him doing these plans. So you can see him here and on the laptop. I think he's probably even on webcam here. And you can see the hand movement. He's got like Bill Clinton-esque charisma. And if we go over here, I got a little bit of a live action shot. You can see it there. And you can see just a little further out, no one at all is allowed to sit near him when he's in the zone. He probably actually gets up early, like the people at the pool at a resort that I'm at now, and puts towels on all those seats around him so no one could be near him. And these headphones, they actually rotate around when he's talking so that everyone knows how serious it is not to approach him because he's in a zone. And anyways, so I guess that sort of changed everything in BVS. So pause here for a second. Wow, awesome. This popped up. Jungle Boy. If you didn't know already, this is Luke Perry from 90210's son. So I know that I am going to I'm going to have a new favorite wrestler now, and I don't know how much I will watch of All Elite Wrestling, but I will do my best and try and find out what channel it is on to watch Jungle Boy. I encourage the rest of you to do the same. Anyways, let's get back to the story at hand. So BVS launched an attack on one of the unbubbled players on Mags, Mini Mags, also known, I guess now as Flagrant Mags. And I'll show you the reports. I got them anonymously from someone in BVS. Apparently there's some sort of attack on freedom of the press and I'm not allowed to get these reports. So I have to shade out who gave them to me. So some of the information will be missing. So apologize about that, but it shouldn't really matter too much in deciphering these reports. So first thing we have here, let's go to the main one. So here's where I had to filter a little bit out to kind of keep it anonymous. As you can see here on the left, that's a massive rally, 25 million, and it's up against 6.7 billion. And he lost 2.3 billion in one attack. 270 million troops. Almost 40 million went into troop soul in the Holy Palace. He does know how to build a city. He has a massive amount of low-level troops, so that this was all low-level troops. As you can see, he bounced right back. So he bounced right back to 6.7 billion. I have a photo here, so you can see he's at 6.7, and I have a photo here. You can see what he was actually at here, 4.8 billion. And if we go back into here, it's all been healed. Obviously, he's back up to 6.7, didn't lose a thing permanently, lost lots of resources. But this is what the attack was, 1,700% archer attack. This is massive, about as high as you can get. I've seen a little bit higher, but not much. And on defense, you can see that the range debuff, 788, doesn't even cover that. And that is a huge debuff. And lots of siege stuff going on, almost 1,200, 800 defense, 700 HP, horse HP, almost 900. The ground stuff is a little low, but as we'll go in, we will look at the defensive generals and the attack general. And obviously, Minimegs probably never thought anyone would archer rally him because of how many siege he has and how strong the siege is, and especially on server. So he probably just thought, if anyone was to go at me, it would be with siege. So let's keep looking here. And there is the main screen. Here is a picture of basically everything he lost. And you can see all the big troops went into Troop Soul. So that is a very expensive bill that you have to pay. I heard it was upwards of 65, 75 billion ore, and then lots of food for those ground as well, and lumber for the archers. But this is not a small-time player, and I'm sure that is nothing for him to heal. It's also an alliance where I did see lots of people transferring resources, where they do work together and do things and help each other out. So anyways, back to the game here. Let's look at the generals involved, tell the full story. So this is Dirk, or White Mamba's general. You can see obviously he's got 3 new pieces of gear and very nice refines everywhere, basically perfect. So this is an excellent general. Anyone who is interested in what skill books you should put on your generals, there you go. Why not copy the best? And now we'll look at the defensive general for Mags. So here it is, Joseph Johnston, one of the best in the game, level 40, full specs, and obviously set up for siege. Good siege attacks. You can see very good hole numbers, which are very good for defense because percentages are mostly for T13 and 14, and holes are better for 11 and down. 12's kind of neutral. And here you can see all siege and mount. So he obviously had siege and mount gear on. I'm pretty sure I've heard before he does have ground defense gear as well, but that probably obviously wasn't on. I'm not sure if there was a scout involved here beforehand or not to know what to do, but there you go. So this is serious things that do happen on Continent 1. I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be some bubbles up for a while, but I don't know what will come of this. If anything greater will come of it, maybe it's just a tit for tat. You hit us, we hit you. Everything's cool. Let me know if you have anything like this on your servers. Your thoughts on this. I'm sure basically most people, because most of my viewers are C3 and 4, I'm sure you don't really see attacks like this very often unless you're watching Sir Phillips play or something down there. But this is Genghis, server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.